Good day everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be discussing My Hero Academia chapter 316 titled Your Turn. So essentially this chapter picks up where the last one ended. We see Lady Nagan falling and Hawks catches her. We also see Endeavor and finally arriving to the scene, and he lets Midoriya know he's late because the rain, fire, rain don't really mix that well. Um, so yeah, Fox tries to catch Nagant, but his wings aren't fully grown back yet, so that leads to him still falling. And Deku uses Black Whip to catch him. So basically they save her, but we see like a crack on the side of her face and the side of her face, and Deku informs them that basically this is all for one's doing. He gave her an extra quirk, so he must have done something. So in case she turns, this happened. Um, and we get Hawks trying to talk to her and telling her, hold on, um, you're a hero after all, help us, tell us what you know, that kind of stuff, basically. And we see Hawks having like a mini little, well, not really a flashback, but it seems like a mini recall to a young Nagant. Then we get a flashback with her kind of looking out from when she was a kid out her bedroom window and looking at the stars. And basically she decides to cooperate. She tells them the plan, and essentially the plan is she was to capture Midoriya and then in 2 months time carry him to a mansion in the Harbury Woods. I don't know Japanese, sorry if I butcher that. Um, and that was initially the plan. So we see Midoriya drop them to the ground safely and he falls. And Nagant also tells them that All For One reached out to some others, and we see silhouettes of them, not exactly who they are fully. Um, and basically she asks Hawks now, because Hawks had to join the bad guys and all of that. She asks Hawks, how could you be so, I guess, happy still, or how come his soul, because she said her soul couldn't take it anymore, so how come he's still happy and cheerful after all the bad he had to do? And he was like, he's not alone, and we see a little flashback to him holding his little doll, and essentially he's just saying, I wasn't alone, it wasn't just me alone, he had backup essentially. And we see Deku there still, and Endeavor brings Chisaki now over to them. And Chisaki is mad, and it seems that is because we know Nagan was supposed to take him to see his boss, but now she's gotten captured, and Chisaki keeps saying that he wants to see his boss so he could apologize to him. And Deku and him have a mini little talk, and he asks Chisaki, well, Deku asks him if he remembers what he did to her, Eri, and he's like, shut up. He not talking to you. And basically Chisaki, yeah, he remembers. He's like, yeah. And Deku makes what seems to be some sort of deal with him. And the deal is basically, if you're willing to basically, I guess, direct the same energy, that means apologize to Eri, then he would allow him to see his boss. We see All Might now pull up in Hercules. I want to believe this is Hercules because the car looks a bit beaten up. In case you don't remember, the car's name is Hercules. And All Might is happy to see everyone is okay. Endeavor reports that Nagant and Chisaki are in custody and that they need medical over here to help. So that is essentially it for the fight with Deku and the bad guys for now. We then cut to what seems to be a time jump. I'm assuming a 2-month time skip. And we see, it could be 2 months or it could be less, I'm not sure. But it seems to be all of the heroes gathered in front of the Harbury Woods. And it said it's the former hideout of the Creature Rejection clan. So we see Endeavor, we see Edgeshot, we see Mount Lady, we see Kaomi Woods, and we see Deku, of course, and Best Genius going into the mansion. Deku enters the mansion, and when he does, this leads to basically seeing no one there. And it seems a hologram pops up of All For One, and he's talking to them, and he basically says, he didn't force Nagahan to do this. She acted on her whole own will. And the fact that they're there basically means the plan didn't go as planned, but it's still part of his plan, I guess. Um, and we just get basically All For One saying that the path Midoriya chooses a thorny one, a hard one, basically, and this leads to him saying that he's done with All Might. He doesn't want to play with All Might anymore. Essentially, Midoriya is the one he wants to deal with now. Now it's his turn. And when he says this leads to a huge explosion. And we see the mansion itself explodes and the chapter ends there. So yeah, this was essentially a chapter basically on setup, I would call it, because it's mostly plot setup for this entire chapter. It sets up the events of what is to come, I guess, and seeing that, I'm going to assume the next big thing is after this explosion, we're going to see the casualties, if anyone was hurt badly, if anyone died, whatever it may be, and then that in turn may lead to maybe Deku having to train a little more, or the heroes trying to find All For One again. But we also have to remember that Nagan said that All For One recruited more members, so maybe we'll see more of these people slowly coming after Midoriya, or maybe a big group trying to take him down. So that being said, good chapter, good setup. I hope you all enjoyed this quick little review. Like I said, not much to really go over in detail, because it was basically half of the chapter was them trying to get information from Nagant, and then the last page was basically them going to the area. So kind of a slow-paced build-up chapter, I would say. But all in all, good chapter. I like the fact that Nagant is still, I wouldn't say bad, but she is challenged on her morals and her ideals, where it isn't as black and white as things seem. There's still gray in between. So I think that's good. It shows that everything in the world isn't just good or bad. It has an in between sometimes. So yeah, all in all, good chapter. A bit slow for my liking, but good still. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this little chapter review. Let me know what you all think is going to happen next down below. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. But before we go, just a quick notice. So my laptop stopped working. So I'm getting help to edit videos now. Until I can get a new laptop, which I don't know when that would be. So if some of the videos don't have edits in it, I'm very sorry about that. So yeah, just a heads up for anyone who may not know, that is just what happened yesterday. The laptop stopped working, so yeah, my bad on that. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.